How's it going, everyone? We're here for our weekly roundup of what skins I think should be added this week. And this week was kind of some pretty hard decisions just because there's a lot of good stuff out there. And yeah, it's the usual spiel I give you guys at the beginning of everything. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. We've got this awesome HQ set from Vitalik, and it is the Ragtime Patrol set. So you see we got some stars, lots of rivets, looks kind of like a caution tape paint going on with some of the straps. Starting from the head, we've got a caution written right there, and we've got kind of like a leathery metal something rather. There's some blue tape around on it. It's just a pretty nice looking set. I like it quite a bit, and it's just kind of the one that caught my attention this week. Moving on, we've got some deployables, and there's this octopus foreignness from last week, and I couldn't not show it. So FaZe did an awesome job on it here. I love it. It's silly, it's cool, and I like the unique kind of glow around it right here, which is kind of neat. Let's go ahead and take a look at it in the dark. There you go. You can see it has a nice little speckled design with some lines of little dots to let the light through. It's definitely a cool looking little set. Or little furnace, I should say, not set. Next up, we've got this really cool looking padded door, and it is the boss set. And this is the door from it. Now, I didn't show the box because we already have a padded box like that. It's just brown instead of black. So I figured the door's different enough, but the box wasn't. So we've got this here. It's got like I like how a lot of things now have kind of like the electrical wires on them, which is interesting. Looks like it goes to pretty much where the code lock would be, which is pretty neat. And I think the padding on it is just, it's a good touch. I think it looks nice. I like the wood trim. Now, the wood trim might kill this door because Helk doesn't like doors to look like a different material from what they are. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I think it's a really great door, and I hope it has a chance this week. Next up, we've got something in theme with the Minicopter we might be seeing with this update, and it is the Minicopter Hangar Door by Le Crembe, and it's got a little helipad on it. It's got a nice kind of industrial look to it. I like kind of the rubber pieces here at the bottom. It looks really nice. Right here we've got Minicopter landing area, stay back 200 feet, watch for aircraft. I think it's a nice little thing, and hopefully we can get it this week along with the Minicopter with the update. So we'll just have to see. There's been no more information about the Minicopter, so I'm not sure where we're sitting with that. Next, we've got a little box that caught my attention. It's the Electric Box by Andre, and it's just a nice little thing. I like the colors, the little kind of caution to it. It looks like it kind of has like electrical components falling out of it. It's got a little skull and crossbones on it, and then it's got the nice little electrical decal here at the top of it. I think it's done really well, and I definitely love to see this one make it into the game. Next, we've got the Celtic Box, and if you don't remember, the Celtic Python was accepted last week by Moonfighter, or not last week, it was a couple weeks ago, sorry, and well, Moonfighter has been inspired and has decided to start making some more stuff. So we've got this Celtic Box. I think is just really beautiful, and did a great job on it. So I'd love to definitely see this one get a chance in game. I also like the fact that it's kind of beaten up and old looking, but still has a nice regal look to it, which is nice. So let's go ahead and pick up our first non-deployable that we're going to show off, and it's this ice pick that you guys have been bothering me to show. I had it planned to... Y'all saw that shadow, right? Oh, it's the, it's the plate. I was like, what is that? And yeah, it's this really nice pick. It is the Salvage Ice Pick by Bad Trip, the Red Devil Salvaged Ice Pick. And yeah, I think it's just very rusty. It fits into the game. Definitely looks like, you know, it's being held together by some blue electrical tape there, and it just fits. It's just one of those things that fits. And we haven't had an ice pick skin for ages, so maybe this one will make it. Who knows? Next, we've got a Longsword. Everyone likes the Templar stuff. I saw this. We haven't had a Longsword skin for a while, and I thought, you know what, this is perfect. I'm going to have to show it off. It's a beat-up sword. It has seen some battles. It doesn't even look that sharp anymore, but I don't think that matters because it's going to hurt anyways. And, I mean, like I said, the Templar stuff is kind of just a no-brainer. I think this one could make a great addition to Rust. Next up, I said I had another Celtic thing for you. Well, this is the Celtic Crossbow, or Celtic, whatever you want to say. It's up to you there. And again, Moonfighter just did a really great job on it. I love this thing. It looks so nice. the blues or something you don't really see on a lot of crossbow skins, and I think this one is just perfect. Crossbow skins are just, there's some out there, but not a whole lot. And I think this would just be a really great one to add into the collection of crossbow skins that are out there for the game. Is that... Oh, we skipped something. So, y'all loved that virus hatchet. Well, there has been some more virus things made. There is a face mask out there, but it doesn't have a chest piece, so I skipped that one. But Blitzman did bring us this virus python that you all have been begging me to show off in game. So, of course, I have to go ahead and do it because, well, I love stuff that, like, looks like this as well. It's just, you know, it's flat, but it's... There's a reason why. You know, it's supposed to look painted on. The only downside I would say to it is when you're aiming down the sights, it's just this solid green color. I think something could have been done with that, maybe. It's just a little bit plain. But then again, there's not really any pythons that look like it, so that's pretty differentiated. I don't know. We'll just have to kind of see how that goes. But that's my 2 cents there. Lisa has brought us a new awesome-looking AK. I think this one is just really cool. It's the Decomposition, or Decomp AK. It's a rotting corpse merged into an AK. I think it's really cool. All those kind of like hell or demon looking kind of stuff, or just kind of anything with skeletons is pretty cool usually. It usually does quite well in the game, and I like that this one doesn't actually have a skull on it, but it's got a rib cage. When you aim down the sight, you kind of got like a spine, tailbone kind of thing going on there. I think there's a lot of thought that went into the design of it. It looks really great, and it is definitely an AK I think that would sell quite well at a decent little price. So this is definitely a top choice for me this week. We've got, there we go, MP5. We don't have a whole lot of MP5 skins. They're a little bit more on the rare side, and well, you know, 11it, whatever you want to call it, did a great job on that LR. It had so many upvotes, a lot of people weren't sure about it, and well, here is the follow-up. Follow-up is the Icarus MP5, and it is what you can expect. It looks a lot like the LR. The LR sold quite well, so this one's kind of a no-brainer as well, especially since MP5 skins, like I said, are a little bit on the rare side. So definitely a really good choice on that one there, I think. Let's go ahead and check out the last 4 items we've got here. So we've got 2 LRs I had to show this week because I just couldn't decide between the 2 of them. And we've got this awesome one from Madros. It is the War Story LR. And as you can see on it, it kind of has like a, you know, it's got a Spartan skull, or not skull, but like a Spartan outline. It's got all these little carvings into it. It's just a really nice looking skin. I like the reds. It looks nice. Aiming down here, you've got another kind of like a Spartan helmet staring back at you. It's got a red sight, but it is not a glow sight. And it's just, it's a really good LR. I like it, and hopefully it has a chance to get it in. But I also love this LR. This LR has had a little story with it. It's traveled, and Moonfighter, I know I showed a bunch of stuff from Moonfighter this week, but Moonfighter really just kind of did something great this week. And this LR is a new version of an older one that was submitted. I think it just looks so nice that I just couldn't not show it. Aiming down the sight, you've got a nice fancy little kind of regal detail there and the kind of the brass look to it. I think it's a great one, and I would love to see this one have a chance to get into the game as well. Next, we've got another rocket launcher skin for you. Now, there's 2 versions of this one. There's the water and the wood. I really like the water one the most, but El Loco Diablo has brought us 2 different ones, and I just love the look of this. I think it's a really neat looking rocket launcher. It's I don't know, it's just very different, and I like that about it. The only thing that kind of is a bit of a shame is the rocket launcher itself is kind of not that very HD, so it's hard to make skins for it that just look properly. I do like when you aim down the sight, well, you can't really see it, but when you examine it here, you can see there's like a little keypad on it, kind of. I don't know, the whole thing just has a nice vibe to it. And hopefully it has a chance to make it in, because we haven't had a rocket launcher for quite some time. Lastly, there is this awesome looking satchel charge. I love it, and I think that Zinferno, or Ioka Warrior, as he's changed his name to now, did a great job. I like the little TNT bean cans, and it's just a very different looking satchel. I don't know. This thing just kind of looks like something I think Hell would like. He likes a lot of those Aztec doors and things like that, and I feel like this one might grab his attention. It's very unique. We don't get very many satchels, and I think this one has a pretty good chance to make it into the game. So that's why I went ahead and showed it. So that's everything this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the skins. Go ahead and click on the link in the description below to check out all of the authors. Go ahead and give them your votes or leave them some feedback. You can leave me comments too as well, and I can pass those on to the devs or the art creators of these beautiful skins. And we will see you on Thursday for some update information and whatever skins make it in. As usual, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.